crafters, this is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and today I have a tutorial on how to make your own triple easel card using dies, layering dies that you may have in your stash. So let's get started. So I had shown you a sample of this triple easel card using dies from AliExpress, heart-shaped dies from AliExpress. I tried to find this stacked layer die set, but I couldn't find it. So and Valentine's is over. So let's now make it a more practical all year round set. And even if you don't have this die set, you can use pretty much any stacked layered set. You can use your electronic die cutter to cut shapes. Just keep on going, keep on counting in. Pretty much the outside die can be anywhere between, I would say, 5 1/4 to about 6 inches wide. I wouldn't, if you go bigger and bigger, of course, you can, but if you want to make an envelope and etc., it gets tougher the bigger it is. Alrighty, so this time I'm going to make a circle-shaped triple easel card. Wow. Alrighty, and here I have AliExpress on the right, Hero Arts dies, circular dies on the left. This came from AliExpress, like I just said, from the Surprise Creation store. I like to keep their packaging actually because this die gets so big. It's about 7.5 inches out here. And I also got this Hero Arts circle layer 18-piece die set from Joann's. You can just go to your neighborhood Joann's, pick this up, or joanns.com. Shop online, pick it up curbside, whatever floats your boat. And this I got on sale. Reason I liked it is because of how it counts down. It's 18 dies. It doesn't look like 18 though. It looks like maybe 10 or 12, but it's 18. And this one now I love because of the detail. And Surprise Creation really has it down with the layering dies. Whether you want it A2, 5x7, or going from big all the way to small in different shapes with different finishes on the edges. That's the word I was looking for, finishes. This one is the pierced detail, which I really love. And for this triple easel card, I'm not using the biggest. I'm going to start from, let me see. I need six circular dies though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, jeez, 6. That's the original tape it came with. I need to put a magnet on it. There, now you can even make a donut die. A donut die, a donut shaped card. Oh my goodness, a donut die cut shape. All right, guys. Dinner time is soon. I need to be eating, but I'm going to get this done first. All right. Okay, so let's start with I like to go the bigger to the smallest. Now, what I did, I cut the card bases using this pierced circle die. And I'm going to show you why I chose 6. It's a triple easel die. And this is my thinking with the triple easel die, all right? So, like I said in the video where I showed you the first time I made the triple easel, I had watched Sarah Davies on Crafter's Companion. She released a whole set of dies, which are just layering dies to make triple easel cards. This is something that you don't necessarily, if you want to buy her set, go ahead. It's on HSN. As a matter of fact, it's actually out now. You can buy it from Craft Stash. That's a UK company, so you're going to have to wait for it to ship in. It's going to take about a month because I've bought already from Craft Stash. I'm not sure if the other US companies have it. I'll look. If they do have it, I'll link it below. The point of this video is that you can use any layering die set you have. How you want it to be. You want 2 of the biggest, 2 of the middle, and 2 of the smaller. And as you could see when I did pull them out, these all stack together. And I could stop right here. The reason why I am also showing this is for matting purposes in the project I'm going to show you. But also, I could use this as well. Let me tell you what the largest circle is here. As a matter of fact, let me tell you what the largest circle is on the surprise creation, actually. And I'm only doing from cut edge to cut edge, not from the whole die, just cut edge to cut edge. 5 1/4. This one, which would be a smaller card, which would be 4 1/2. Now, when I did the heart, if you like, it is a little bit small, but this is 4 1/2. And I just said, yep, this is 4 1/2. So this is a circular version of the heart. You could most definitely use this set. I just like to have the, the die finish. So I would go 2 here. Although here now you would get a very tight layering piece. I'd probably go this one instead. So you can see the back layer of the cardstock and then the pattern layer on top. Then I'd come down next here to then this one. And then this one to this one. So even with this set, I could still make my triple easel card. Now let's put it against this one. So you can see that you really don't have to buy the surprise creation, but it's nice because of the finish on it. This is going to give you a more plain circle. This one's going to give you the little pierced detail. The surprise creation at a great price point, you can get the pierced detail, stitch detail, dashes, or the torn edge detail. Now, technically, if you look at this die up close, you are getting that cut edge. I'm only going to be using this part, the cut edge and the inner, forget the outer. Alrighty, so I'm going to cut it the way I did with the sample pieces that I had already made to get started. All right, so I'm going to use the biggest because the biggest one will be the easiest to see. For this, I'm going to use 2 sheets of 8 1/2 by 11 cardstock, preferably something with a little tooth to it. Basil, of course, basil is best. 110-pound cardstock. Gets a little funny when it comes to cutting 2 layers of cardstock, cutting through two layers. It becomes, yeah, it's a lot of pressure on the machine, pressure on the die, etc. All right. The reason I'm not using a trimmer, I don't need to use a trimmer, because I'm going to just fold it in half. I could score it actually. All right, let me score. But I could just fold it in half and then use the bone folder. But I'm gonna go ahead, score it down the middle, burnish with my Teflon bone folder. And for some reason, I can't find my Teflon bone folder. I have no clue where the one I'm using. This one now. I have a bunch of Teflon bone folders anyway over the years. Mini album making and wrist pain. All right, so what you want to do, and I'm going to zoom in now. So what you want to do, you're not going to cut like this, the perfect circle. You want to create the card base. The card base is going to have to be 2 pieces. So you're going to come up like so. You're almost like making a folded, and that's what Stephanie Bernard from Stamps of Life does. Her thing is always making folded, and the base of her folded card is always taking the die, leaving that little area here, just a hair, see the space in between, to create the card base. I'm going to use my Amazon purple tape, and when I tell you guys to tape on the outside of the die, seeing that this purple tape still has pretty much of a good stick on it, I wouldn't stick it on the inside because I don't want it to rip the cardstock. I stick it on the outside where if it tears here, it doesn't matter. And I'm reusing pieces over and over again. I think I can use a piece like maybe even 10 times. Now I'm back here and I'm going to run it through my die cut machine. Now, seeing that I got the electronic Big Shot, which I love. I'm going back to my oldie but goodie. And on this, reason I'm not using the Empress, because it's just a wafer thin die and I don't like my dies bending. But I do love it for my Anna Griffin cardstock. If you're wondering what this black thing is here, this is the original precision base plate. I had bought that before the chrome one came out. It still works, so I'm using it. I'm going to keep it down here for demonstration purposes, just to keep it with this machine. I actually have it on a magnetic base. I bought that a million years ago, still have it. And I don't like the magnetic base, but for demonstration purposes, I'm using it with this machine. I'm going to roll it through. So I ran it through the die cut machine, which still... See? See what happened? See how it tore the cardstock? That's what I mean with the Amazon purple tape. Works well. Just be careful of how you put it on the die. Yeah, look at that. But if you're stenciling and stuff like that, it works well. Or stick it on the outside so it doesn't matter that it tore it. Now you're going to see here that you don't see a perfect circle. That's what you want, because we're actually creating a card base. Ooh, did warp my little die. Like this. It's like a clamshell. So now we're going to cut 3 of these. All right, I zoomed in a little bit more. Now you're going to, so this is a cut edge. You're going to open it up and you're going to fold. So just fold it in towards that score line. This is the score line right here. See the score line? And you're going to not backwards. This is the outside of the card. So it's going to open like so. You're going to fold it in. The reason I'm folding and not scoring is it's because it's a circle. And what you're looking for here is edge to edge. See? Edge to edge. Take your bone folder and just... That's why I love my Teflon bone folder. I will link one below in case you're interested in treating yourself to one. And this is your base for your easel card. Now the front of the card will be here. And that's your easel card base. After you cut this and fold it, you're going to cut one more piece. I'm going to cut another piece. Run it through your die cutting machine. Pop it on here. Now, why I always like the precision base plate, even the old one, it's always flat. So the only thing that warps a little bit is the top cutting pad. The bottom one is quite fine. Now I'm going to roll it through. So what you're going to need for each set actually is 2 pieces. One folded in half with that little edge showing, and then one cut solid like this. So it's 2 pieces you're going to need for each of the triple layer. And what you're going to do is after you fold this in half and burnish, you're going to adhere this on top of that to create the easel card. All right? So the adhesive won't go to the back here where the edge is squared off. It's not going to go to the adhesive is not going to go here. It's going to go here where it's curved and folded. That's where you're going to stick this piece to. So on the back, it'll look like this. So it'll still be a full circle at the end, but you'll just have this half. You'll have this half in the back, but nobody's looking at it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about, oh, the back is ugly. So I had prepped a few pieces here. I prepped all of it actually. So this, did I go, oh, this is actually bigger. So I went smaller on the one I made. On the one I made, I'm going using that concentric circle. I did the concentric circle. Yeah, well, I guess it's a concentric or layering die. Using the layering die, I went more on the, it's almost 4 5/8 size. And so this is the part, this part that folds in, like sticking up here on the clamshell. That's where you want to put your adhesive, whether it's wet adhesive. In my case, I am using the scrapbook.com score tape. They had it on sale the other day again, six rolls for $11.99. It's a good deal. Alrighty, and then somebody had commented that there was this big adhesive scrapbook.com deal and I completely missed out on it. It was like a 40-something dollar set for $19. Yeah, they gave, you know, the score tape, they gave foam tape, all these goodies. I was like, oh, I missed out on that. Back to this though. What you want to do here, put the adhesive, right? Peel off the score tape, or if you're using the wet adhesive, and what you're looking for now, coming in closer. So here I had a little snafu. So here I had the adhesive and I pulled it off, and there's a fold, and I'm going to adhere my circle piece, which I use in a different color. And this of course is the pink icing cardstock basil that I got from, you got it, Joann's, on my last haul. And I'm gonna just stick it down here. And you don't want your card base to be too soft. I would use basil, or if it is 65 pound cardstock, have at least, I'm gonna zoom back out now, at least a little bit thick. And that's your card base. So if you're folding, if you notice you stick this down and you're folding towards the back, then you did it wrong. All right? So what you want is, here is square, and this open side is where the square side is. If you can see your card front through the back here, that's the card front, and you can see that piece, you're on the right track. And you're gonna prop it up like so. All right, so that's one. Let's do it again. I'm gonna zoom back in again so you get a feel. Here's the second one, the second smaller layer. Is this straight? This doesn't look straight to me, but I'm gonna still go for it anyway. If I had a square or rectangular, yeah, it doesn't look straight, but if I had a square or rectangle, then I would have used my scoreboard and scored. And I'm going to stick this down here, edge to edge. There we go. And again, that's it, propped up. You see it? So you prop it up here. And then, so that's the first, that's the second. Now let's go for the third. This is the smallest one. So it's like Papa Bear, Mama Bear, Baby Bear. Again, score tape only goes on that bottom folded part. You will know the bottom because the top part is going to be squared off, as you see there. This is the reason why I'm zooming it in, because the first time that you make an easel card, like I did the first time, it gets a little confusing. It's like, huh? But then, you know, then it's like, once you do it and you're like, oh, okay, I get the feeling. And then, you know, if you do it all the time, then of course, this is like, all right, it's too easy. All right, there we go. And that sticks up like so. So the back, you will always know if you're right once you see the front of your card through the back. That little piece there, you will always know that you're on the right track. All right. If you don't see it, then you made a boo-boo, and you can open it up anyway, and you'll know, oh, I made a boo-boo. All right, I'm zooming out now, and now it's just time to decorate. I suggest before you stack it, where I'm going to put this onto this, and how this stands up, you would normally put something here like a, let me see. You always need something with a little height to hold it. This is my Teflon bone folder, which I would never use, but something to hold it. And what you're using to hold the biggest one is the second to the largest. And then what you're using to hold this is the smallest to hold it. And then once you have that, you're gonna put something right here, like a popped up sticker, which I have something I'm gonna show you when we get there. And just take a die cut image or a sticker and put it on some pop dots, and you'll have the height to hold it in place, which is how I did it here on the heart. Whoops, on the heart, I have it popped up on foam tape. You see it? Right there. You always have to have a little height. Or just stack the die cut maybe 3-4 times you know, just cut it up 4 times, stack it up, and that would give it the height too. Alrighty, so now what I also did, I had cut that second piece out of pattern paper, and you can see that here, this is a great distance in terms of it being, you know, 1/4 inch thick. So I want it to be just a little bit, I like it more like the 1/8 of an inch distance, not so wide. That's where I come in with the Hero Arts. And I cut that out of metallic cardstock. This is not metallic cardstock, out of foil cardstock. This is rose gold foil cardstock from Anna Griffin. Now with this, I can use my ATG gun. Go around the perimeter of the shape. There. Come here. Come down like, clean off my edges. Okay, I hope I'm centered. I think so. It looks pretty centered. And then I'm going to put my pattern paper on top. So here you can see how I got the layers. And you know, I honestly, when I went to Joann's and I saw that stack layer, I wasn't going to get it because I already have circle dies, but I liked that it was 18, the Hero Arts, and it was on sale, and I had an additional 20. Yes, the bargain got me. The bargain got me. So I decided to go for it because it had so many pluses. And let me see, the flowers, oops. And here we go. There we go. So that's layer 1. Now, why I say to mat it first is because once you put the other one in front of it, like so, you know, it's going to become a pain to just do all your matting first before you start getting into stacking. All right, second one. So I'm back. Now, it depends on what kind of pattern paper you're using. If I was using pattern paper with, let's say, graphics, or not graphics, but sentiments on it, like happy, 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 I would always double check just for the orientation. Here, I want the flower facing up, so I'm going to check the orientation so that my flower is not upside down. And there we go. Like so. See? So you always want to check the orientation. So if you have a specific pattern that has to go a certain way, you know, so you don't stick it upside down. Alrighty, so now all 3 pieces are nicely matted and ready to go. Let me now adhere it. And with this, I can just simply fold it up like this and get this on, get this set on. Now you want to decide how you want it to fall. Do you want it to slant out? Do you want it to be standing up really, really high? You can go like this. I could go like this and then put this one here like so to kind of stack them. I could do that as long as this has to catch on this and this one has to catch on this. Can it go like this? Not really. See how it cannot go like this because they have to touch each other. The front of this has to touch the back of this one. My eyes generally like it just coming straight down. Let me see if I like it going a different way. I'm not like fascinated by it going a different way. But you could. Just play around with it. It's your card. For the first one, just use any general cardstock just to get a feel for it. Now here, I'm going to use a little bit of wet glue. Okay. I I kind of like to flip it over just to make sure, see that I'm straight. There I go. See, I can see here if I'm like pretty straight or if I'm not straight at all. And this one is going to touch that one. There. So this one runs into the back of that one. Hope you can see. So that's down, that's down. Now I got to put the last one in, and that would be this one, where this one would run into the back of right there. So it's always going to be parked, right? It's going to be parked on this square edge right here. Let me try it with score tape this time and see what happens. My little quilt tape cutter. So only do like the little top portion, like maybe a third of it. Don't go into the half of the shape. You still want it to have a nice little platform of distance. Alrighty. Let me see if I'm good. Pretty good. I kind of like doing it upside down for me. If you're good at doing it the other way, do it whichever way feels good to you. But I seem to like it upside down, so I can see it. There, there, and there. There we go. Oh my goodness, this was hard to do on camera. Oh, and I'm out of focus. Oh, there we go. And that's the stacking. Alrighty, now I want to finish off this little card here, my triple easel, which is not 100% straight, and that's bothering me, but that's just me. All right, so I had cut some, because I want to make this as a birthday card. And what I used was I think this is also surprise creation. Come to think about, I'll look and see if this is still available. I believe this is surprise creation. Last Christmas, but this is a year-round thing with the presents. So I want to do a birthday one. So I can go like so, or even so. I always like to, I don't know, I don't like straight. I like to kind of, give it a little angle. Give it some interest with an angle. Alrighty. Oh, and I had already prepped this. Cut it and prepped it. I think I spent more time making these little present die cut pieces than I did preparing this part. So the card base is much easier, much quicker and much easier. There we go. And then I want to put this one on top like so. Let me pop it up with some foam. My Dollar Tree foam. I know you guys haven't seen this in a while. Still love my Dollar Tree foam. In the automotive section of the Dollar Tree store, they sell it in a box, and it lasts a while and it cuts well. It does not gunk up my scissors. I don't know why. If it does, it takes a long time. Yeah, it takes a long time to do it as opposed to other adhesives that can gunk up your scissors and such much quicker. So it does have a high profile though. So I like to go between the Scotch 3M foam mounting tape and also this one to get variable height. And could go like so. Stick it down. So now see, let me show you this way. See? Cute. Cute, 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 cute. All right, let me get rid of my purple tape. And I can also stick one of my sentiments. Remember this was my last haul. I'll link it at the end of the video because that's a very recent video. That is my Mama Elephant sentiment, easy sentiment set. Where you stamp, you get all this, and you cut it out with the coordinating die. And I did link it for you guys. I don't know if you went looking on Mama Elephant, but it had already sold out. Couldn't believe it. I was like, this thing is sold out already? Happy birthday to you. I can do it down. I like it up here. Have a birthday as fab as you are. Big slice of happiness. Happiest of birthday to you. That sentiment I like. Alrighty, how do I want to put this one on? Okay, let me show you how easy it is to cut this foam tape down. So you cut off a piece or rip off a piece, whichever way is easier for you. And I just take my scissors. Tim Holtz scissors work very easy for this type of thing, and just cut some strips there. See, and it does not gunk up. I don't know, for some reason it sticks well, but it doesn't gunk. That is what I think I really like about it. Plus the price point. You can't beat $1. You can get five rolls. That's why when I go to the store sometimes to pick up some, there'll be none there because another crafter beat me to it. Okay, so for 1 centimeter, I just used 1 square and I just cut it. That was relatively quick. And I'm going to stick this across. So, happiest of birthday. Should I go straight? I don't even know if I'm straight, to be honest with you. Maybe I should. Okay, whatever. I can't really see over it. Is that pretty straight? That looks pretty straight to me. Let me see if I'm focused. Alrighty, and so that would stand up like so. Okay, so it's not straight, but don't worry about it. Next up, I'm going to stick another. I went a little bit smaller, like so, and I did 2 more. And I love this die set, and of course this is a Nicole silhouette design for a surprise creation. I'm 99% sure this is surprise creation on AliExpress. I think I'm gonna stick some little jemmies in the center here. It does come with a center. I just didn't, I didn't cut it out. I forgot to cut it out. But I'm gonna stick some rhinestones. I should have brought some rhinestones. But what you guys are looking for really is a triple easel anyway. Like this color, it's like a Tiffany box. Let's go flat. And what you'll see in the back of it, I had to put tape to hold all the, I had to paper piece it back together because this die doesn't have an outline. This gift die doesn't have an outline. Yep, there we go. Just pull that off. Oop. Oop. I could actually, hold on. Let me do something a little bit funky, why not? Prop it up a little bit. Can do that as well. Kind of like so. See how it props up? That's kind of nice. And then this one now can be fully raised. So I'd use 2 of the automotive. 1, 2. And let's see this. Let's do a little stacking. There we go. So happiest of birthdays to you. So I have this set first, then I have this one, which would stand on to the back of this one, and now I have the bottom. So now at the bottom, I'm going to use this to prop here to hold it. So it's a cupcake at the bottom for the birthday. See where I'm going with the thinking? Now wouldn't this be nice for somebody? A nice little birthday. This is a die set from my favorite things, MFT stamps, and it's the mini cupcake. All right, let me see how and I'm gonna put pop foam. I need to see if I need to cut my foam. Do I need to cut the foam? Right there, no. Cuts super easy. Dollar Tree. I saw that there's some dies at Dollar Tree. I didn't even go out to find it, but I saw think some people are doing hauls on the Dollar Tree dies. I was like, wow, talk about giving AliExpress a run. dollar dies. If I go and I see it, I may get one just to try it, just to see how it cuts with my die cut machine, because I'm curious about that. Because, well, they probably won't do layering, because the layering dies like this, that's a whole lot of dies. And to sell it for $1, I don't know. Maybe 5 below, but I don't think they carry Crafty stuff. Okay, so let me get my little cupcake here. Let me come down to the bottom here. There we go. And there I have my easel card. Yay, easel card done. Birthday sentiment on the back, happiest of birthday to you. And on the front, I could do, ooh, wishing you a slice of happiness. Of course, I'd cut this, or to the most wonderful friend ever. Maybe I'll do this one. Wishing you a slice of happiness. Let me see. I want to see how this works. Yep, look at that. That's that mama elephant. Just cut them down into pieces, little pieces here. And this can use the 1/4 inch. I think it can use 1/4 inch. I'm gonna find out right now. So, well, yeah, it's tight, but it's not. But it can fit the 1/4 inch tape. That's nice. I don't have to, you know, mess with 1/8 of an inch. Oh, that's good. So it's a little hair over 1/4 of an inch. It's not a true 1/4 of an inch, which is good. So it can fit 1/4 of an inch tape. I like that. Because nothing is worse than doing all of this, put on the 1/4 inch tape, and then it's ripping. And then you have adhesive hanging over, and it sticks up the card, and all this drama that can happen when you leave adhesive hanging over an edge. Wishing you a slice of happiness. That is cute. I'm liking that. So technically, this should be probably a slice of cake. So let me show you the whole thing done. Standing up. See? That's cute for somebody's birthday. I like that. Yeah, alrighty folks. So, in summary, you can use, if you don't want to, you know, shop on AliExpress, go to Joann's. And they have their dies on sale all the time. Just wait for the right sale, or buy it at full price. But you know me, I just don't. If I know there is going to be a sale, I'm waiting for the sale. So, but you can definitely get this circle layers, and it's 18 pieces. This can do wonderful shapes. Yeah, nesting circles. That's what it's called, nesting circles dies. 4.5 inch is the largest, and then the smallest is 0.16. I don't know what that is, whatever. I don't know. 1 millimeter. Or you can also treat yourself to a set from Surprise Creation. You can buy this pierced one in all 4 shapes. That means square, circle, oval, and rectangle. I have a few of the Surprise Creation because I do like them, and they do cut well, so I'm not mad at it. Alrighty folks, so in summary, have some fun and make your own triple easel die, because a recipient would love to receive something like this. You'd have to show them how to open it though if they're not a crafter, because they'd be like, what is this? If they get it like this, they're not going to know what it is. But once you prop it up and let them know, you know, oh, just prop it up on each other. They're like, oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. Love it on my desk. It makes me smile. Alrighty, so until the next video, give the Triple Easel card a try. So until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. Bye.